Agile process improvement is a novel framework developed by ILX with one key objective in mind, and that is to maximize the value coming from your process improvement initiatives. Process improvement projects suffer from the same limitations of all non-agile projects: rigidity, longer timescales, waste in all its forms, and the general lack of communication across the different stakeholders involved. As a result, many process improvement initiatives fail to deliver true value to the organization, and improvement teams end up working in isolation from the rest of the business. Just like in the past, IT departments used to work in isolation before Agile changed the philosophy of IT project management, removing artificial barriers across the organization. So what is Agile process improvement? In essence, it is a value-based approach to continuous improvement. It enables improvement teams to implement change and transformation projects the Agile way. It combines the flexibility of Agile principles and practices with powerful improvement tools coming from Lean, Six Sigma, and other improvement methodologies. Ultimately, it's a way to accelerate the cultural transformation toward continuous service improvement. But why do we need to inject Agile principles and practices into our process improvement efforts? Simply put, it's because change initiatives often fail to deliver true value to customers, users, and other business stakeholders. Improvement projects run out of steam before they can demonstrate tangible business benefits, and they lose traction and momentum as they stretch for months and years, leaving improvement teams exhausted and demotivated. Also because processes change ever more frequently today, and they become a moving target for improvement teams. We need an agile and experimental approach to ensure we can quickly redirect our efforts toward delivering true value to the organization. And finally, because Agile facilitates communication and removes silos between improvement professionals and the rest of the organization. The Agile way of doing process improvement begins with the identification of process issues and challenges. This will give us a process change backlog, similar to the concept of a product backlog. The second step is the translation of these process backlog issues into small targeted improvement projects to be assigned to cross-functional teams tasked with solving specific process challenges. Once the project remit is clear and the team has been brought together, the problem will be tackled through rapid improvement workshops and using team problem-solving tools in a highly collaborative environment with face-to-face communication and building a shared narrative to secure momentum for the change initiative. After the root causes of problems have been identified, solutions will be deployed through small-scale pilot projects. These are designed to validate the findings and to allow teams to experiment until the optimal solution is identified. Rapid process prototyping will also enable a formal user acceptance of the new solution. With Agile process improvement, we aim to make failure cheap and let the teams learn and discover rather than being tied to one solution. We call this validated learning. When the experimentation stage is over and the new baseline confirms process improvement, the process owner will take over responsibilities for the full-scale deployment of the new solution. ILX supports client organizations in the early phases of the learning journey, ensuring an effective knowledge transfer to enable improvement teams to drive their Agile process improvement projects autonomously. The training is delivered through highly interactive workshops where theory is down to a minimum and the emphasis is placed on practical and useful tools for continuous improvement. Cross-functional teams are trained on the use of rapid process improvement methods and coached in the application of these techniques to real-life improvement projects. Project work happens in sync with training activities. As the teams progress with their training, they also have a chance to immediately apply what they have learned. ILX Agile Improvement experts support project teams with additional coaching and mentoring to ensure projects are put on the fast track. Upon completion of the program, each cohort of delegates will have delivered one or more improvement projects, giving tangible results to assess the effectiveness of the whole initiative. Agile process improvement works best when delegates attending the training are already organized in cross-functional teams. The composition of the teams may change depending on the type of project, but we'll always include some key profiles as part of the core team. A champion or sponsor for the whole project, a project manager responsible for coordinating activities and tracking progress, the owner of the process to be improved, representatives from user or customer groups providing the customer perspective, and finally one or more subject matter experts on the process under study. In addition, different non-core members can be involved in some of the activities of the project, for instance, joining the 30-minute stand-up meeting at the beginning of each phase of the project. What makes ILX Agile Process Improvement unique? The framework is designed for services and information technology. We only use process improvement tools and techniques that are relevant for continuous service improvement. The project and ROI-driven approach, change and improvement are justified with a real business case for reducing waste, defects and cost. An approach underpinned by agile principles, short iterations, user involvement and collaboration, and the ability to accommodate changes in stakeholders' requirements. Hands-on coaching from ILX process improvement expert is key to help project teams achieve their goals faster. Delegates learn by doing, with immediate opportunities to apply tools and techniques to real-life improvement challenges. And finally, a reduction in the timescale required to see results, ensuring stronger management commitment and stakeholders' buy-in for the entire initiative. To find out more about Agile process improvement, visit the ILX website or contact our sales teams.